Welcome back. It's still Wake Up Nigeria, and it's time for a guest discussion. We have Omoye Oriaghan here with us. Now, she is a highly skilled communications professional, and she has a knack for advocacy and storytelling as well as public speaking. Omoye loves contributing to conversations geared towards social impact, including the She Speaks Spectacular series podcast. Now, the Young and Christian production, or let's say the Young Christian Club and production and other advocacy projects as well. It's great to have you in the studio with us.
Thank you very much. Good morning. I'm so glad to be here. Such an opportunity.
In fact, when I heard the term, the Young and Christian Club, it just, it was very, it just felt bright, gave me a little bit of joy, because not too many people are advocating for young people in terms of their choices, and especially with regards to ethics, morals, religion, etc. But I know that one of the reasons why you're here today is to talk about the stage play that's coming up. Omoye. Omiose. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Omiose is a true love story you need to talk to us about.
Yes, absolutely. Definitely. I'll just take you back a bit to what inspired this.
Okay.
So, of course, it was about 2 years ago, exactly 2 years ago, February of 2023. I sat on my bed one day and I was watching a movie. And when I was done watching the movie, I felt a bit off about the movie, because I felt like the movie industry in Africa and Nigeria is such a powerful tool that could be used to pass across very powerful narratives and influence society positively. But I was quite concerned about the narratives that the movie was passing across. And so in my concern, I was just thinking and hoping that, we'll have new creatives come up and do something different. And then I caught the inspiration. How about you do a play? Like, really? Do a play, please, because I'm not in that space. Of course, you introduced me as a communications specialist. That's what I do. I've worked in the non-profit sector for the last 5 years, and I really do not have this experience. But then I think it was a good challenge. It was quite exciting. When I thought about it more and more, I said, okay, maybe you can do this. And so in the process of about 2 years, I have sat down, thought it through, come up with a story as inspired by God, I'd say, and then stories that also addresses a number of challenges that I believe that young persons are dealing with, that are usually sometimes not well spoken about, or even when they're addressed, it's not really in depth. So this place seeks to address a number of these issues.
So I have to say, you've mentioned the duration of time you've been working on this, 2 years.
Yes, 2 years.
That means a lot has gone into this.
Absolutely.
A ton of research must have gone into what you've, come to understand young people need to hear. Because sometimes it's hard for people of a certain generation to understand what young people need to hear to inspire them in the right direction.
Yes.
But you've put it together with no experience but support. So who did you need to bring on board to make sure this happened?
Okay, so first, I think that I leverage relationships. Somehow God has blessed me with the right set of friends. First set of people I spoke to were my friends. I'm like, guys, I want to do this. And first of all, I was scared. So just talking to them, they gave me the encouragement, you can do this, girl. And so we sat down, we brainstormed, and then we arrived at, okay, how about we start off with getting a story and this and that. And then thereafter, I also fellowship with an amazing church. And I went to meet my pastors, not just one, my pastors, and I told them, this is what I want to do. And I want to partner with the church to do it. Yeah, they didn't really believe that I could do it at the get-go. But then, when they saw my passion, they came on board.
That's the thing. A lot of people would probably have given you some pushback, especially because you said a play. You didn't say you were going to create content. You didn't say you were doing a movie.
Yes.
You didn't say it was even a song, because a lot of churches are going into music now. So
absolutely,
you said stage production. So what were the things that you learned along the way that you had never had experience with?
First would be resilience. I thought I had resilience, but no, I think this play has taught me a bit more. Yes, and just being able to stick to what you believe in. Eventually, people would see the passion and see that you really are interested in doing this.
Okay.
And they will come on board. And I think that that's my own story. So I stuck at it. There were many times I was discouraged. There were months where I just went off and they're like, my guys would be like, what's going on with you? But at those moments I'm processing because I've probably hit a brick wall or something. There were different challenges. So resilience was one thing that I know, and relationships. I've learned a lot about the power of relationships. It has brought me this far on this production, and I value it a lot.
I have to touch on the storyline itself now.
Yes.
Is this one story or series or collection of short stories? Talk to us.
So it's one story about two major characters, a girl and a boy. And some of their experiences that stem from their upbringing. So this story basically is targeted at young people, the primary audience, young people, and then the secondary audience will be parents and families. So we're addressing issues that we are dealing with, because I'm a young person, so maybe I understand it better. So some of the challenges that we have and how it stems from how we were raised, and some of the challenges we had at home, and what our parents never knew that this would in turn maybe influence or affect on the long run. So we address issues around identity, we address issues around addiction, depression, all of these different things, and even just being able to, for the girl child especially, just being able to understand who you are, and that helping you to shun off different advances. Different. So there were different
advances. You know, peer pressure has always been a thing. So a lot of messages that you could throw in there.
A lot.
But now you also have to throw in the fact that it's backed by the Young Christian Club.
Yes.
So now, how much of the guidelines from the Bible are infused in this? Is this a play that's going to knock us over the head with Bible passages, or is this going to be real? Is this going to be gritty? Is this going to be down to earth?
Okay, let's start off by saying it's a musical play, so you're going to have music, you're going to have dance, and we're not going to knock you off with the Bible, Bible scriptures, but it's a faith-based play. But then it's real as it can be, because one of the things that I wanted to achieve with this was to actually talk about things that most times on the pulpit you don't really get to talk about it. So now I'm bringing it home, making it real, everybody able to understand, have fun in the process. There'll be points where you have to laugh, and you know, it's going to be an experience, a very interesting, exciting experience, I must say.
Now, I'm just pleased that you were able to put it together eventually, because it took a while.
Yes, it did.
But is this going to be just a one and done, or are you going to move on to other productions after this?
So definitely moving on to other productions.
I you're loving it.
I am now, but when I started, maybe not. But then now I am, and I'm seeing the bigger picture, so definitely there'll be more, and even movies at some point, so I trust in God.
Did you throw in a celebrity or two in there, or you stayed away from that?
We don't really have celebrities, but we have amazing actors. We have amazing actors, and I want you all to look forward to the experience.
All right, you need to let us know the venue. What time venue?
Okay, so it's this Saturday, and it's at the Waterbrook Church in Ikoyi by 3:30 p.m.
All right. I honestly, I'm really intrigued and inspired, because it's something I've always wanted to do. But I have to say, maybe it's fear or anxiety that's probably pushed me a little further away from it than I would.
I mean, different people have met me and asked me, what are you doing? Like, are you? So even me sometimes I'll be like, girl, exactly, what are you doing? Who sent you? You know, how are you this bold to do this? You've never, I mean, you could have done a small movie and put it on YouTube or something. But you're going on for a full-on production, and all that it requires, the funding, everything. It's been a challenge. And I know that at some point, when I had my mind made up, I saw God helping me, really, because I think I have to say that God really helped me.
All right, then. I was waiting for that to come in somewhere.
God has really helped me, I must say.
But I guess, you know, 3 years ago, you probably didn't think you were going to be doing something like this?
Never.
And now, in the next 5 years, is about what? What is it about?
A number of productions, movies, by God's grace. And beyond even the movies, I'm very interested in impact advocacy. So various other platforms to just impact society. That's it for me. Yeah.
All right, then. At this point, all I can do is say that people should look out for you online on your social pages. to find out more information about how they can get involved. And
Yes,
I
please.
really would love to hear so much more about the Young Christian Club and Omiose.
Yes,
Got
Omiose.
it? Omiose,
Yes.
the true love story.